We've been kind of pulling our hair out over the last few days, last few weeks, as we sort of see these huge bear market rallies, and then we turns around maybe a day or two later, and then we get the types of sell-offs that we're seeing today. Do you think that this sort of back and forth, this seesaw, is something that we're going to have to live with for much longer?
Maybe at least near term. I mean, it is sort of the nature of I think, bear markets in general. You get these fits and starts, and you get lows, and you get a retest of a low, which certainly we've seen in the last few days. We had very strong breast statistics at the highs in mid-August, but that failed pretty quickly. And then I think we got to a point where the market was so oversold, and maybe you had the excuse yesterday with some thoughts that maybe the Fed would follow in the footsteps of the Bank of England and consider pausing, but then you had more hawkish commentary from Mester and Bullard today, and we saw the reversal that we're in the midst of right now. I think that is the nature of the beast for the near term.
Nature of the beast being volatility is the name of the game, most prominently within bonds and FX. How are you seeing these cross correlations at the moment working out, Lizanne?
Yeah, so clearly yesterday you saw a bit of a reprieve both in the dollar and bond yields, kind of in moving in opposite directions today. And I think that in terms of the dollar, we know the impact it's having on much of the rest of the world in terms of their currency moves. But I also think what is pending here is third quarter earnings and the impact that the persistent strength in the dollar is going to have, with about 40% of S&P earnings derived from overseas sources. We didn't quite see the hit in the second quarter, but I think it will come to fruition a bit more in the third quarter, not to mention the higher financing costs, especially as you go out the credit spectrum to the riskier end of things. And I think we'll get a bit more color on both of those when we get into third quarter reporting season.